It's getting harder to wake up now. Not because you can't, but because you've been doing it for days. The novelty is gone. The excitement faded somewhere around day 4, maybe day 5. Now it's just routine. Cold mornings, heavy eyes, silent rooms. You sit on the edge of your bed, and for a moment you feel it, that quiet fatigue, that voice that says you've done enough. And it sounds reasonable. That's the dangerous part. Because you have been showing up, you have been trying, so your mind starts negotiating. Take it easy today. Skip just one session. You deserve it. And maybe you do. But you also know something else. If you slow down now, you don't stay where you are. You slide back. Day 10. 10 days in, and somehow it feels heavier than day 1, because now it's real. Now it's not about starting anymore, it's about continuing, and continuing is always harder. But here's the truth you need to hear. You're 10% in, not finished, not even close, but not at 0 anymore, and that matters more than you think. Because starting builds intention, but continuing builds identity. Right now, you're not just someone who wants to be disciplined, you're becoming someone who is. That's what Sankalpa really means. Not a burst of motivation, not a temporary phase, but a sustained decision, a commitment that survives discomfort. Anyone can feel motivated for a few days, but very few people can hold the line when it stops feeling exciting. That's why this phase matters more than day 1, more than day 2, because this is where most people fall off, quietly, gradually. They don't quit all at once, they just stop showing up the same way. Less focus, more distractions, small compromises, and over time, those small compromises become their new standard. But not you. You're still here, and that means the momentum is real. Momentum doesn't feel explosive or dramatic. It feels subtle, almost invisible, like something is building but you can't fully see it yet. That's because real momentum isn't emotional, it's behavioral. It's built through repetition, through consistency, through showing up when nothing feels different, day after day, page after page. And this is where the boredom of excellence becomes your advantage, because now you've seen enough repetition to understand the pattern. You sit down, you resist for a few minutes, you push through, and then you settle. That's the cycle, and instead of fighting it, you start trusting it. You stop expecting every session to feel amazing. You stop chasing motivation. You just follow the process, and that's when something shifts. The work becomes quieter, cleaner, more focused, not because it got easier, but because you got stronger. This is the stage where discipline becomes less about effort and more about rhythm. You don't wake up and ask, should I do it? You wake up and think, this is what I do. That's identity, and identity is powerful. Because once you believe something about yourself, you act in alignment with it. So now every study session isn't just about learning, it's reinforcing who you are. Someone who shows up, someone who doesn't quit, someone who stays. And staying is the rarest skill in the world because most people leave. They leave when it gets boring, when progress slows, when results aren't immediate. But you're learning how to stay, and that changes everything. Because if you can stay long enough, results are inevitable. Not overnight, not dramatic, but certain. Now bring this into something practical, because momentum is fragile. You've built it, but you can lose it faster than you think, so you need to protect it. First, never miss twice. Missing one day happens. You're human, but missing 2 days is the start of a new pattern. So if you slip, if you have a bad day, if you lose focus, that's fine. Just don't let it repeat. Get back the next day. No overthinking, no guilt. Just return. Because consistency isn't about perfection, it's about recovery. Second, track your effort, not your results. Right now, results are slow, sometimes invisible, and if you depend on them for motivation, you'll burn out. So shift your focus. Instead of asking, "What did I achieve today?" ask, "Did I show up fully? Did you sit down? Did you focus? Did you do the work?" That's what builds momentum, not outcomes, but actions, because actions are in your control, results are not. And when you focus on what you can control, you stay consistent. Now think about this. You're 10 days in, 10 mornings, 10 decisions to show up, 10 times you chose discipline over comfort. That's not small. That's the beginning of something real. There's a version of you in the future looking back at this exact moment, and they're not impressed by your motivation or your plans. They're impressed by your consistency, by the fact that you didn't stop at day 3, or day 5, or day 7. You kept going. And now the question is simple. Will you protect what you've built? Because momentum is like fire. It starts small, fragile, easy to lose, but if you protect it, if you keep feeding it, it grows, and eventually it becomes unstoppable. So don't get comfortable. Don't slow down just because you've made progress. Respect it, protect it, build on it, because this is the turning point. Most people never make it to day 10, not seriously, not consistently, but you did, and not means something. So take a breath and acknowledge it, but don't stop. Not now, not when it's starting to work. Pick up your pen, open your book, and sit down again. Not because it's exciting, not because it feels good, but because this is who you are now. Day 10, 10% finished. The momentum is real. Keep it alive. I'll see you on day 11.